Welcome to our video series introducing website creation. In this video, we'll explore creating links and formatting. Okay, if we now continue this step-by-step example of putting together a web page using Mozilla Composer, so we have our table with 2 columns and 3 rows, and there's some sample text there. So I'm just going to select that and delete. The main body of the text will go here. So headline of page, and press enter a couple of times. Main body text, or let's say main body content of page is here, because the content could also be images as well as text. Okay, now what we can do here is, in this cell here, and each area within the table dividers, or table border rather, is known as a cell. This is one table cell, and this is another table cell, and so on. So here we can put the navigation menu. Navigation menu. And obviously the text can be changed easily, but I'm using this for demonstration purposes. Obviously you don't need to call your navigation menu, but for now, let's say navigation menu and have a home option. Press enter a couple of times, and let's say there's an articles area of the site, an articles option, and then you can have general areas or general options such as contact us, press enter, about us, and that will do in this example. And what we can do with this text here is indent it a little. Indent text, and there we go. So there's our navigation menu title, and we can make that bold. So here are the options. Home, if we select that, insert link, and turn it into a link. So home just goes to the home page, and generally, or in many cases, the home page is just called index.html. So index, and then dot, and then because it's an HTML page, because the page is made up of HTML code, you want it to end in HTML. So index.html. Okay, that. And actually, before we proceed any further, because we don't want to lose any of this work, let's save it. And we have to specify a title for the current page, and the title is the text that appears here, in this bar here, within the web browser. This bar is called the title bar, so that's where the text appears. So let's make it relevant. Let's just call it My Demo Page Home, because this is going to be our front page. So, okay, and let's save it to the desktop, and we're going to call it index.html. Okay, index.html, and save. Okay, that's done, and actually if we go to the desktop, there's the web page we've just created, index.html. So I'm going to double-click it so we can take a quick view of how it looks in a web browser. And you really want to test all your web pages. When I say test, I mean you really want to look at your pages in, I would suggest, Mozilla Firefox and in Internet Explorer before putting them live onto the Internet, because probably 97% of web browsers, people browsing the web, are using either Internet Explorer or Firefox. So check your pages in both of them to make sure they look okay, and then upload them to your website. So let's just take a quick look at this in Firefox. And okay, we've opened it up in Firefox, and here's how it looks. There's the title text we had to specify, my demo page -home, and your navigation window appears in the left column here, which is invisible because we made the border have a value of 0. So navigation menu, home, which takes us back to this page, and then there are those further links which we need to set up, headline of page, and so on. So let's go back to Composer. And let's select, I'm just going to double-click Articles and insert link, and this can just be called articles.html. Okay. Contact Us, select that, insert link, and let's just say it goes to contact.html. About Us, insert link, about.html, save, OK. Okay, for some reason, just a few moments ago, Composer was not showing these links as actual links within the actual Composer window, which made things a little bit confusing to work on within the page. I'm not entirely clear why it did that, but to fix the issue, I closed down Composer, reopened Composer, and opened up the web page again, and that's now displaying as it should. Obviously, if you're setting up areas of your page as links and you can't see them as links, it's quite difficult to work that way. Okay, headline of page. Let's select that and make it larger. So, larger font size, and again, and again. Let's see, how large will it go? Okay, again, and it's getting big. Okay, keep going. And okay, this is far too large, so let's take it down. For this example, that will do. So we've changed the size. Let's center it, and let's make it bold. Let's change the color. And let's make it red, and OK that. And actually, we can change the font style as well. So Format, Font, and it lists all the fonts available on your computer. But the thing is, not all your website visitors are going to have all these many fonts, so you generally want to stick with the basics when choosing a font. The basics are Courier, Times, and Helvetica/Arial. Let's go with Courier, and you can see how that looks. In a way, it looks like the font that typewriters use. Obviously, there aren't that many typewriters used any longer, but that's the style. Format, Font, and if we go with Times, we're back to the way it was. Select again, Format, Font, select again, Helvetica/Arial. And that's how that looks. So let's stick with Arial. And actually, I'm going to select this text here. Click, hold, and drag to select, and make this Arial. And select the body content here, Format, Font, Arial, and OK. You see how the page is coming together, and if we save and go to the browser and refresh, that's how it looks now. Okay, back to Composer. And now what we can do is add further navigation options. A navigation menu on the left like this often works well, but it's also useful sometimes to have navigation links at the top or bottom, or top and bottom, as you choose. So here we don't have to specify navigation menus. We can just go Home, space, hyphen, space. You can do that. Or if you like the look, you can do Home, space, ... space, or you can do space and pipe character as it's called, which it may be slightly different on your keyboard, but for me, it's Shift. You hold down Shift and press backslash, and you get that, which is a nice dividing symbol. So Home, a divider, Articles, divider, Contact Us, divider, and About Us. Okay, I'm going to select that, select all of that, and put it in the center. Make it Arial, and make it a little bit smaller. Yes, that's perfect. And then we need to select each one and then set up the links. So insert link, and this one goes to index.html. Articles goes to articles.html. And obviously make sure these page names are exactly the same here as they are here. They have to go to exactly the same place. You can double-click them just to make sure. Double-click on any of these. OK, and right-click and copy that text and go to Contact Us. Insert link, and paste. There we go. OK that, and About Us. Double-click to make sure we're pasting the right thing. Copy, cancel, About, insert link, paste, and OK. So there we go. It makes it easy for the visitors to navigate. Rather than just depending on the left menu, they can also find navigation links at the top in the main areas of the site. And if we select that, right-click and copy, and then we can paste them here at the bottom as well. That makes it even easier if you wish. Paste that, select it, and put it in the center, or if you want to, you can leave it on the left. So you can see how it's coming together. And actually, I'm going to make this font here slightly smaller. Let's take it down some. Okay, and actually this column is too wide, so let's double-click here. And let's change the width to, let's try 130 pixels and see how that works. Okay, I think that's a better use of space. Save, back to the browser, refresh, and it's coming together even better. Okay, this page is almost done and really just needs the rest of the content filled out and maybe a couple of presentation tweaks. I'll finish off the page in the next video. I'll finalize the page so it's all done, and then, if you wish, you can use this template to get up and running quickly with your own web pages.